Right, but it's coming in from reports suggesting that Manchester United are ready to sell Rasmus Hojlund. I'll be going through all what has been said by Mark Ogden and other sources as well. But listen, it is really quite condemning that's come out and really interesting. Now, Manchester United are prepared to sell Rasmus Hojlund if they receive a suitable offer, either in this window or in the summer. AC Milan and Juventus could both move for him if they fail to land their preferred options. There's also some interest in Hojlund from the Bundesliga. And I think this is all just kind of reaction to that game against Fulham. Listen, we know we spent a lot of money on Rasmus Hojlund. It was 75 million euros initial fee. It was a ridiculous sum and never should have been paid. United do have the habit of overspending for young players. 75 million for a 21-year-old or 20-year-old at the time was a very, very poor bit of business. Now, on the striker situation, there's no doubt that Manchester United are in need of a decent striker who can score 20, 25 goals, an experienced striker. Now, on Rasmus Hojlund, again, it was a very poor performance against Fulham, but I don't think he's actually improved from last season. And all you can expect from a young player is that they improve season upon season. And I think last season he got 16 goals. He did struggle, and then he went on 2 good bits of form in which he scored goals. But this season he's just been so bad. I think Martinez does have more goal contributions than Hojlund this season. You look at, I think he's got 2 goals, 1 assist in the Premier League. He got that goal against Liverpool, goal against Fulham, and the assist against Man City, where Rasmus Hojlund only has 2. So that is quite concerning as well. As I said, with Rasmus Hojlund, I think there is a player there. He's still a very raw talent you have to develop. I don't think he should ever be leading the line for Manchester United at 21 years old. And then the fact that we don't have anyone else to kind of play up there. Rashford, we've tried it, just hasn't worked. Xerxes, again, doesn't offer much more than Hojlund. That's why so much pressure is coming up on him. Now, for me, the striker situation at United, we have Xerxes and Hojlund. We definitely need to bring someone in. If you're picking at those two and one of them that I have to sell, unfortunately would be Xerxes. Now, I think Xerxes further back can have a role at Manchester United, but I think it would be a huge mistake for Manchester United to sell Hojlund at this current moment. Yes, he's had a few poor games, but I think he can improve. As I said, he is still very, very young. But the fact that he just looks so poor, you can understand why United would be looking to sell him. For me, which other striker are we going to go out and sign for the future? Yes, you can talk about bringing Victor Osimhen in, Vlahovic, Gyökeres. They're all options to bring in. But for me, I think you need to keep Rasmus Hojlund for now. Maybe send him on loan. But the fact that clubs are interested in signing him is certainly interesting. Again, Bundesliga, AC Milan, Juventus. I mean, you have to look at, we signed a 20-year-old from Atalanta who barely played any games for them for £75 million. It was always a huge risk to sign a player like this, but United thought he was worth that money. Ultimately, he hasn't turned out to be anywhere near that yet, but time would only tell. As I said, he's a fan of the club. You expect him to be at this club for much longer. This is only his 2nd season in Premier League football. Again, there's been glimpses, but that performance against Fulham was very poor. He just couldn't hold up the ball, was very sloppy in possession. He was going too tight to his defenders. And it is, as I said, it's quite concerning that one of your centre-backs has more goal contributions than your striker. I understand the fact that we're not really creating chances for him, and he literally is getting no service for Manchester United. But you look at when he does get the ball and when it's been fizzed into him, sometimes you got to know to be a striker. I don't think he knows when to come short, when to go long. Like, he is kind of missing that. I don't know if that's the new system or something going on. But you have to look at it from Hojlund's perspective. I think he is a very good finisher, but we just don't get him in the chances enough to do that. I think his hold-up play massively needs to improve, his touch as well at times. But again, I think it's just the fact that we spent so much money on him that he's getting pressured again. And that's simple mistakes that we made before. Set 85 million, was it, or 90 million on Pogba, 80 million on Sancho, 80 million on Maguire. I know Maguire's been decent, but like these sort of ridiculous fees that United have had to pay. Listen, for a 20-year-old who come from Atalanta, I don't know how many goals he scored. In terms of that, he should have been maybe 30 million max, 40 million at a real stretch. But listen, United are open to selling Hojlund. I don't think they're brought over to be interested in signing him. For me, I think it would be a huge mistake. Like Garnacho, like selling Garnacho, selling Hojlund for me would be another big mistake that Manchester United cannot afford to make. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree, disagree, all of that stuff? I'm going to leave it there. On the Rasmus Hojlund situation. As I said, there'll be loads of videos coming out. Obviously, we pay FCSB on Thursday. But yeah, would you sell Rasmus Hojlund? Leave it in the comment section below, because it certainly is interesting to see what happens on that situation. Thank you for watching. And yeah, it was coming in from Mark Ogden after that game against Fulham. United reportedly open to selling Rasmus Hojlund. Thanks for watching, and peace.